So many network marketers fall in love with a health and wellness product, and then they realize that there's an incredible opportunity to build the lifestyle and income of their dreams. But what happens when you get started and you run out of friends and family to talk to, and what you're doing on social media just isn't quite getting you where you want to be? Well, the truth is it's probably not your fault. It just takes a little marketing know-how that you may not be getting from anywhere else. So on this podcast, I'm sharing with you the secrets that I've been able to learn from all of my top earner friends and mentors. I'm pulling back the curtain on exactly what it takes to get people excited about the wellness products that you have to offer, to help people improve their lives, and to get you to the rank that you want to be at. My name is Soraya Goddard, and this is Secrets to Marketing Your Wellness MLM. Hello, everyone. It is Soraya here. I am back from Utah. I am in Santa Fe, New Mexico again, headed home to DC tomorrow, but I wanted to jump on live and talk to you guys just about some tips that I have learned over the last year or two on how to use your company convention for business momentum. Hi guys, thanks for jumping on. And if you're listening to this on the podcast or on the replay, hopefully the sound is okay. It's really windy here outside here in Santa Fe right now. But we're going to power through and see if we can do this. So thanks for being patient with the sound quality. So let's talk about convention. So if you're in network marketing, you have a convention, sometimes multiple smaller conventions or regional events or things like that. So what I'm about to say applies to conventions and events or whatever it is that your company does. I just came back yesterday from my company convention. And so I want to just give you some basic tips and maybe stop you from overthinking some things. And how do I know this? Because I used to overthink this kind of stuff and I have learned better now. So let me give you a couple tips. In your marketing, and really that's what we're talking about. We're talking about using your convention for good quality marketing. The goal of your marketing should be to start conversations. Okay, start conversations. And quite frankly, that's really the goal of all marketing. Specifically, if you're in network marketing, it is difficult to convert people at the first drop, right? Like, so you don't want to start throwing links out there or assuming that you're going to talk about your company convention and just sign people up right away. Your goal is to get them to raise their hand or show some sort of digital interest, right? Reach out to you in some way, respond in some way, and I'll give you some tips here on exactly how to do this, so that you can then have a human conversation. Because really network marketing is a human business. And thank you guys for the love. Thank you for giving me hearts on this, because that's really what this is about. It is a human interactive business. I have a conversation with you. I see what your needs are. And then I share with you something that could possibly help you either with building a business in your financial situation or could help you, with your product or something like that. And so I think the mistake that so many people make is that they want to convert people right away and they want to drop a link or they want to have some magic sign up where they don't have to talk to humans. And that is just a big mistake. Oh, by the way, now my dog is squeaking with her toy out there. Oh my God. If you guys know Olive, she loves squeaker toys and you can probably hear her right now. So again, sorry for the sound quality. But the goal in your marketing should always be to start conversations. And I will tell you, I screwed this up for 2 years when I first started because I saw people, what I thought were magically signing people up without talking to them. And when I started talking to people, shocker, my conversion rates went through the roof, right? Not everybody says yes, but it's so much easier, so much better, so much more personable. I feel better about it. The person on the other end feels better about it. It's just better for everybody. So don't try to convert with a link, but here are some things that you can do. So while you're at your convention or your event, you can document your life, right? I know, you probably are going to do that anyway, but here's what I specifically recommend. So document your trip and take people along with you for the journey. I personally love Instagram. And so a lot of the stuff that I did was on Instagram stories. I know you guys can probably hear her in the background. She ran away right now, but I guarantee you she'll be back. Olive will be squeaking right in my lap here by the end of this video. So document your trip, tell people where you're going, tell people why you are going, assume that people don't understand where you're going or why you're going there. To you, because you're in network marketing, it might make sense for you to go, hey, I'm going to my company convention. But people don't really understand what that is. So tell them in normal human terms what you're actually going to do, why you're going to do it, who you're meeting up with, how long it's for, what the purpose is, where it's at. Tell them that kind of stuff. Try to avoid network marketing lingo or industry lingo, because really your target is to your goal is to share your journey with people so that you can inspire them, so that you can kind of give them a little peek into what you do. And quite frankly, use a little bit of FOMO, right? And get them reaching out to you either for your product or your business opportunity. Ask for interaction on social media. This is a big one. Ask for interaction. So if you're using Instagram, ask for people to comment. Ask for people to fill in on a question on your Instagram stories or mash a poll, right? I love using polls. That's my favorite secret weapon on social media. So use Instagram stories and polls or Facebook polls or Facebook questions, or have them comment below on something or caption this. Ask for interaction, right? The more interaction that you ask for, the more people are going to be commenting on your stuff and the more leads you will have so that you can ask people, if they're interested in looking at what you have to offer. So ask for interaction. You really have to ask for it outright. If you followed me on Instagram stories the last couple days, I gave a whole peek into every single day of what I was doing, but a lot of times I asked questions and polls and things like that, and then I followed up with most of those people. Then after you do that, you have to actually follow up with people. So I would say build into your schedule. And I know this is really hard. Like, I will be completely honest. I am smoked. I'm so tired in a good way, in a lovely good way, but I am exhausted after the last 7 days of traveling and conventions and farms and fields and speakers and stadiums and events and dance parties and restaurants and all sorts of crazy stuff that I've done over the last 7 days. But the crucial piece of all of this is to build in a little bit of time every single day while you're at your event or your convention to follow up with people, because you need to strike while the iron is hot. You need to be able to reach out to people who are hot leads right then. I will tell you a secret. I've enrolled 4 people while I've been at my convention, because I've been able to carve out just a little bit of time. It doesn't take that much, but a little bit of time so that you can follow up with people who may be interested in your product or your business opportunity. Send them notes and prospect them. Like, just straight up prospect them. If they have said, oh, that's so cool, looks like you're having fun, that is the invitation for you to say, hey, I have no idea whether you're into, benefit of your product, but if you'd like to learn more, if you're open to watching a video about what I do and why I'm here at my event, I'd love to send it to you. If not, no big deal. That is just a really easy way to prospect people. That is attraction marketing, guys. That's really what it is. It's getting people interested in what you have so you can kind of sort through the crowd, and then you have a conversation. And if they say no, not a big deal. You move on. While you're documenting your time at convention, I think it's really important to be honest and realistic and not super hypey. It's very easy to get caught up in, this is the best thing ever, I'm having the greatest time, which I'm sure you are, because I had the greatest time at my convention. But it's really important to make sure that you kind of just document things realistically. I think sometimes, not everybody, but sometimes people tend to get over hypey because they think that the more positivity that they share on social media, the better. And I have found, especially in the last year, that I have to really watch my language, and I have to really be conscious about what I post and why, and make sure that it is always coming from my heart and really authentic, because people can see through that, I think. And so it's just a little tiny note, a reminder. I also think it's really important, guys. This is so important. If you take nothing from this, please understand this. People are going to be watching your stories, whether you're at an event or your convention or not, right? No matter what you're doing. And when you are a fan of something, and whether you are talking about your product or your business opportunity, they are going to come up with objections in their head, okay? They are going to say, oh, well, I have a job and I can't travel across the United States to go here, or I can't travel internationally, or I don't have the money to go to events, or I don't have friends that I can go with, or I don't have the time to do this, or I'm too scared, or whatever it is, right? It would behoove you to make a list of all the objections that people are going to come up with to explain away why they can't go do what you do. And you should bust those myths in your marketing. Bust those myths. So you should be talking about the story of how you overcame all those same things. I'll give you an example, right? Like you guys know, I live in Washington, D.C. I have a full-time job that is extremely demanding, and it is very difficult for me to take almost a week and a half off to go like visit my parents and go to this event and then coordinate for dog sitters and people taking care of my house, people taking care of my rental properties, all sorts of things, right? Talk to people about that. Maybe you do some like specific marketing about your journey, right? And tell them the story of how you were able to do that. Hey guys, I thought that this was going to be really difficult. I thought the first time I went to this event that it was going to be a pain and it was going to be really financially draining and it was going to cost me money. But ultimately, I actually made more money than I spent on the convention because I learned business tricks. I learned tips. I got a lot of publicity and, momentum off of these posts, whatever it is, right? Bust those myths in your marketing. And that is where you're going to get people going, oh, well, if she can do it, then I can do it, right? If she can take time off because she really is motivated, then I can probably do the same. Tell people how scared you were. Tell people the things that you've had to overcome to come there and give them a little inspiration. If you're just like, oh, my life is wonderful and I'm able to take 2 weeks off to go do this all the time, people are not going to be able to relate with you as much, and you're going to alienate a large portion of the people that you're trying to contact and connect with. So I think that is really important. I always have a running list. You guys know I've talked about this before. I love Google Docs. I keep a running list of things that people tell me of why they can't do what I do. And I don't use it all the time. I probably should use it more than I do, but it's really helpful to go over that in your marketing when you're on a trip, right? It's good to inspire people. It's good to inspire people and go, hey, look, I can travel. I can take time off. I can go to great like events and restaurants and travel, and I've got lots of friends, but not everyone is going to relate and not everyone's going to have a, oh, if she can do it, I can do it attitude. So bust those myths, overcome those objections, and you will be able to triple your reach outs or whatever it is, right? You will definitely increase the number of people who reach out to you and respond to the things that you're doing. And then lastly, I'll talk about this until I die. Talk about the benefits, right? Don't just talk about your products. Talk about the benefits of you being at your convention. Talk about the benefits of your products. If you have a new product launch, don't talk about what it is. Talk about what it does and how it makes people feel. Talk about how it's going to improve their lives. Just be really cool and open about it. Like we launched a bunch of products. And if you've been watching my Instagram stories, I've kind of talked a little bit about that. I haven't talked as much about it just because I prefer to talk about business. But if you talk about product, which most of you probably do because quite frankly, it's easier, then make sure that you're talking about the benefit, right? It's going to, whatever your compliant claims are, it's going to increase your eyesight. It's going to reduce eye strain. It's going to give you more energy. It's going to make you feel like you are well rested, even if you're not. It's going to give you stress relief, whatever it is, right? Make sure that you really connect on that and tell stories. My last tip at your events and conventions is always to listen. Listen, listen, listen. You should be listening much more than you are speaking. Listen for people's stories. Listen for why they traveled 70 million miles to get to the event. Listen for things they had to overcome. Listen for the way that the company and the business opportunity have changed their life. Listen for the stories about how the products have given them confidence and energy and love and given them freedom to do the things that they want to do. Listen to those stories and write them down because you will forget them in 3 weeks when you get back home, right? Listen so well and repeat those stories to yourself so often that you can share them over and over and over and over again. Because that stories are how we connect as human beings, and stories are how people really process information. And so the more often that you tell stories, the better. I will tell you that I had a fabulous time at my convention. I am exhausted. I am full of love. I am full of friendship. I am exhausted and tired because I had so much fun and we stayed up so late. And it was a whirlwind 5 days, and it is really, really hot, obviously, as all you guys are probably super hot wherever you're living right now. And so it's just been a taxing but glorious week for me, and such a good vibe, right? It's really good for your business and your motivation to plug into your events and to get that connection with the people that you love and the people that understand you and the people that know you. Or the people that are getting to know you, just your team, your company, learn the heart of your company, all that good stuff. So I hope that that helped you guys. If you found this helpful, feel free to share. If you're listening to this on the podcast, as usual, I love that you are listening. Thank you so much for your support. Screenshot this bad boy and tag someone in it who might need to know. If you are coming back from your convention, the marketing is not over, guys. You have a lot more marketing juice that you can squeeze out of this. So go back and tell stories. Go back and share things you've learned. Go back and recap the things that you weren't able to share during the convention. Drip those photos out like they are highlights, do latergrams, all that good stuff. Go back and share. You should be able to ride a month of content off your event and all that good stuff. Tell stories of how people have impacted you and how your company's products have impacted them. And you should be able to stretch that out and get a lot of marketing juice for that event. Okay, guys, I really appreciate you here. As always, I have lots of freebies and downloads on SorayaGoddard.com. I am actually opening up some really fun stuff soon. I'm going to say in about a week. So make sure you're on my email list because you guys are on my email list. I always get first crack at stuff. So I will see you over on my email list. Talk to you later. Bye. Hey friends, I hope you enjoyed Secrets to Marketing Your Wellness MLM. Before you go though, I have something for you. If you are looking to grow your audience online via social media so that you can have people getting excited about your products and reaching out to you to learn more, then you need my cheat sheet that has 50 health and wellness Facebook Live topics that will attract an audience to you. It also walks you through the secret 4-part formula that you can follow on both Facebook and Instagram that is proven to have people reaching out to you. And when you get it, I am also sending you guys an audio file for those of you who love to listen to the information on the go. You can get both of those things at www.sorayagoddard.com/podcast. Again, that's sorayagoddard.com/podcast. SORAYAGODDARD.com/podcast. Thanks so much. Chat soon.